It was an ordinary Tuesday morning, the kind of morning where nothing feels special. I rushed out of my apartment, coffee in one hand, bag in the other, already thinking about the long list of tasks waiting for me at work. The elevator was too slow, so I took the stairs, tapping impatiently on the railing as if that would make time run faster. When I finally stepped onto the street, the air felt unusually fresh. The sun peeked shyly through scattered clouds, and I remember thinking, at least the weather's on my side today. I walked briskly to the bus stop, earbuds in, music playing softly, half awake, half lost in thought. At the stop, the usual crowd was gathered. The old man with his newspaper, a young student balancing books on one arm, and a mother trying to calm her toddler, who was fascinated by everything except staying still. It was the same picture every morning, yet somehow, that day, it felt warmer, almost comforting. The bus arrived late, packed tighter than usual. With no seat left, I stood near the door, holding the cool metal bar. People swayed with every turn, every stop, yet no one complained. I noticed the student drop his pen, and before I could even bend to pick it up, the old man with the newspaper leaned down slowly, handed it back, and said, "Don't let little things slip away, boy." They add up. Everyone nearby chuckled lightly, but those words stuck with me more than I expected. A few stops later, something unusual happened. A young woman in the corner sneezed loudly, and in that instant, her grocery bag tore open. Apples rolled across the bus floor, bouncing off shoes, and a loaf of bread slipped under the seat. For a moment, everything froze. Then, something magical followed. People who had been strangers just seconds ago bent down together, laughing, catching runaway apples as if it were some spontaneous game. The toddler squealed with delight, clapping tiny hands as one apple rolled into his lap. The student passed it back to the woman with a grin, while someone else handed over the loaf of bread. The woman's face turned red with embarrassment, but she couldn't stop smiling at the sudden kindness. When the bus finally stopped, the woman whispered, "Thank you, everyone. I thought today would be terrible, but you just made it better." And we all knew she meant it. Nobody exchanged names, nobody became lifelong friends, but in that short, ordinary ride, we shared something rare, a reminder that we're not alone in our routines. When I got off the bus, the world looked a little different. The office deadlines still waited, emails still piled up, but my heart carried a small, invisible weight of joy. Sometimes life doesn't need grand events to feel meaningful. Sometimes it's just about strangers catching apples on a crowded bus. That night, when I lay down in bed, I thought back to the old man's words, "Don't let little things slip away." And I realized he was right. Little things, a kind smile, helping hands, a shared laugh with strangers, are what make life beautiful.